Here's a movie we haven't seen in a while. Short Circuit. You know, watching this reminds me of how much I miss the TriStar Pegasus. Oh yeah? Watching this reminds me of how much I hate this movie. It's so repugnant. First, I wonder who the target audience was. It's so cornball it must be intended for children. I'm sure they like a cute robot running around saying funny things, but there's an awful lot of foul language in it.
Goddamn garbage cans. This is bullshit. Newfangled bullshit. Jesus Christ.
Holy shit.
No shit. Where's the shit?
Some people have suggested it was offensive to cast a white actor to play the stereotypical Indian, whose malapropisms are a source of constant hilarity.
You know what is out there in the great outdoors? Girls. With brassieres and legs. Girlie! Girlie, come quick, girlie, danger! Oh my goodness gracious! Oh!
But what I find most shocking is the film's suggestion that what makes you and me alive is not imagination or love, but anti-Semitism. Let's take a look at the movie. We start off with a military demonstration of the nifty new robots they've been building. Using lasers that sound exactly like the Ghostbusters proton packs, these robots can lay waste to the best the military has to offer, and still have the dexterity to mix drinks.
Just the way I like it, shaken but not stirred.
Wow, someone really thought that was a funny joke. Listen to them laughing in the background like a lunatic.
Wine coolers.
Now why doesn't the military just hire a few butlers instead of having their multi-million-dollar prototypes serving drinks? Do you know how hard it is to scrub red wine out of a motherboard? Usually, when scriptwriters need something magic to happen, and they're too lazy to think up something interesting, they just have lightning strike. Lightning strikes Jason, boom, he's back to life. Lightning strikes the DeLorean, boom, the Doc's in the Old West. So it's no surprise that one of the robots gets struck by lightning and boom, it becomes self-aware, thinking it's alive. So the cute robot gets pushed out into the wild, where it meets Ali Sheedy, who drives a snack shack and looks after stray animals. Poorly, I imagine, given the way she just put those kittens down on a hot stove. For some reason, she thinks the robot is an alien, and feels betrayed when she discovers...
You're a robot?
How could she not think he was a robot? I can forgive her thinking he might be an alien robot, but he's made out of obvious wires and perfect circles and screws. What part of him looks organic? The military is looking for the missing robot, worried it might use that big death ray on its shoulder.
What if it goes out and melts down a busload of nuns?
Sounds reasonable to me. I'm not sure why they're supposed to be the bad guys. The scientists seem perfectly happy to put an unsuspecting public at risk.
Howard, this is ridiculous. Think of it as a full-scale field test.
They come off about as ethical as the researchers for the Tuskegee experiment. Stephanie shatters the robot's innocence by explaining the concept of death to it.
I can't reassemble him. You squashed him. He's dead.
Dead?
So now the robot doesn't want to go back to the lab and get fixed. It insists it is alive. As proof of the robot's sentience, we see it dancing to Saturday Night Fever and cooking breakfast. Jesus, there's those kittens on the hot stove again. Okay, where does the anti-Semitism come in? I'm getting to that, I'm getting to it. So the robot and Stephanie and Mahoney hide out in the mountains. Mahoney can't accept the idea the robot is alive, and comes up with various ways to test the robot's humanity. The final test, the one that convinces him, yes, the robot is alive, comes by telling the robot a joke. This joke.
Now listen close. There's a priest, a minister, and a rabbi. They're out playing golf, and they're trying to decide how much to give to charity. So the priest says, well, we'll draw a circle on the ground, we'll throw the money way up in the air, and whatever lands inside the circle, we give to charity. The minister says, no, we'll draw a circle on the ground, we'll throw the money way up in the air, and whatever lands outside the circle, that's what we give to charity. The rabbi says, no, we'll throw the money way up in the air, and whatever God wants, he keeps.
The rabbi says, we throw the money in the air, and however much God wants, he takes. So, the punchline of this joke is that we live in a cold and empty universe, in which there is no God. The rabbi, aware of this, suggests letting God take as much money as he wants, thus appearing generous, while also ensuring he gives up none of his money. Your basic stereotype of the cheap, scheming Jew. They could have picked any joke in the world. Why did the chicken cross the road? Knock, knock. Yet they went with one about a money-grubbing rabbi?
Oh, I get it.
The robot gets that Jews are cheap? Like that's some kind of fundamental law of nature? That's what convinces Mahoney he's truly alive? Because the robot shares his mistrust and jealousy of the chosen people? Oi. This movie's fucking creepy.